to the Doyle at the moment, they're still talking about the Garda Commissioner and the tape and what's going on, the Minister for Justice there too. Andrew Doyle, Fine Gael TD, joins us. Good morning, Andrew.
Morning, Declan.
Good morning. What's going to happen here? A lot of people very unhappy that Maurice McCabe, could have been, had he not had the tape, vilified by the Commission. But he had the tape and he was there to prove, he says, obviously, that the Garda Commissioner was probably out to get him.
Yeah, I suppose at the outset we have to say that Kevin O'Higgins, the Commissioner who carried out the whole review, has come to his findings, which didn't reference this. Now, I don't know why they didn't, okay? Nonetheless, it's an assertion, and there's been a lot of, discussion around the whole findings and this particular leaked transcript, which is taken as a snapshot of what went on. And it seems to be a discrepancy about questions over Sergeant McCabe's motivation in the first place. I can't second guess why that happened. I mean, what seems to have been the case, apart from that incident that you're referring to with the tape recordings, is it just shows you about whistleblowers that sometimes they weren't listened to and maybe got exasperated. I don't think there was any intention of malice on Sergeant McCabe's part, but certainly there was exasperation at the fact that he wasn't being listened to. It seems more than anything else to me.
And what will be the outcome, do you think? I mean, a lot of people are very unhappy with the Commissioner needs some clarification. I understand that legal people are tied up, and Frances Fitzgerald, who didn't give her full support to the Commissioner last night on prime time, though, was reiterating the party line continuously in answer to Miriam O'Callaghan's questions.
Yeah, I just was listening to another interview earlier this morning with members of the opposition, and the point was made that, if you don't have, I think we have to accept the Commissioner's word on this, and I think the clarification that when you see some of the different exchanges between both the judge and the legal representatives, but what we don't see in those transcripts is the exchanges between the defence senior counsel McDowell for Sergeant McCabe and the judge, or the defence for the representation for the Commissioner. So it's very hard to judge exactly what way people were being the way that three-way conversation actually was carried out, and what the context of it is. I mean, for my part, I believe if there had been serious questions about the behaviour of the Commissioner, Judge Kevin O'Higgins was bound to actually highlight that and reference it, and he chose not to. So, from that perspective, I think if we're going to accept the working and the integrity of the Commissioner who carried out the whole inquiry, then we have to accept that the judge, that the Commissioner's behaviour is not in question here.
All right. One final question for yourself, Andrew. Are you one of the 37 to be considered by the Taoiseach for junior ministry?
For what it's worth, I didn't even know you had to send in a nomination, because that was the first time that's ever happened. If I'm not in 1 in 37, I suppose it's a poor showing, but after that I've no idea. And I mean, I've had speculation about my prospects before, which weren't proved to be fruitless. So at this stage, I think what needs to happen, by the way, and I think we have to be sort of forthright on this, and this isn't jobs for the boys, but for instance, we have one junior minister of the Department of Health. I think, and this is not because it's my colleague, I think the Department of Health should have 2 more junior ministers, one specifically for mental health and addiction, and the other for primary continuing and community care, and Fianna McGrath already has disabilities and other things, to allow that department. I think there needs to be a fairly robust support minister for some of the other departments, that one in particular. So the idea that you should only limit it to 15 I think would be a mistake for the sake of getting the job done right and giving the support to the cabinet ministers that they need.
All right, Andrew Doyle, best of luck anyway. We'll see, and there might be some hope with Michael Creed back in, so maybe there's things that happened in the past are all forgiven. We'll wait and see.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thanks very much indeed. Fine Gael TD for Wicklow, Andrew Doyle. Right, it is the morning show, and in the next hour we'll hear